Super Motocross Championship Round 1. It's the first playoffs, and there is a few exceptional standout rides. Most notably, Hayden Deegan. We are going to go over some whip comparison between him and the other magical rider that comes back from a thumb injury and goes 2-1 for the W, Jett Lawrence. So here, let's watch Hayden Deegan as he throws the stanky leg. Oh, that is so sick. Watch him as he just basically puts that bike at a 90. And because it was so hard packed there, there's not as big a ruts, so these guys were actually able to lay it over. Not to mention that the jump itself is at a little bit of an angle, so it helps them kind of throw that bike. It's almost like jumping into the wind. You know, you whip towards the direction that you're wanting to go. So they are whipping to the inside of the right so that, you know, they're going to turn right when they go land. Oh, man, that is so sick, though. And I want to know what you guys think did it better. So he gets that bike sideways and flat. He's got the leg straight, and then he's got the stanky leg just sitting over here. Wow. Okay, now let's watch Jett Lawrence as he gets around Tomac. He's quite a bit ways behind Tomac. Tomac wasn't able to scrub as hard. Yeah, there is some shadows here, but it's that scoop tire. That scoop tire is super hard, and the knobbies aren't as big on the outside, so it's a little bit sketchier to lean over. But watch Jett. Oh my goodness. And look at how much time he makes up by doing that. Okay. If we look, Tomac is already at the top of the jump. Jett is 3 bike lengths behind. But boom, by the time they land, they are almost neck and neck. He made up 2 bike lengths just from that. Traditional whip / scrub, man, just watching that go backwards is so sick too. Look at that bike float. Right? He's got the same technique here where his leg is straight, but he doesn't have the flash of the stanky leg here. So for me, I'm going to give it to Jett just because, you know, I'm almost ready for my AARP card here. I'm getting old, so I can't have any of that stanky leg action going on. But I want to know who you guys think. Was it Deegan that did it best, or was it Jett? Oh, by far, I think Jett was quicker over it. The scrub just is so intense. But here, we'll watch both of these in real time so that you can judge for yourself. Oh, so sick. That is a good segue to today's video sponsor, Magic Spoon. Not only do they make cereal, but they also make treats. And for the terminology of being sick, these guys are incredibly delicious. So we're going to use the underground term of being sick, almost like those whips. And for me, I have an incredible active lifestyle. I like to cycle a lot. I like to go running decent distances, and I love riding my dirt bike. And sometimes I run out of time. So I grab one of these bad boys. This is my favorite flavor, the double chocolate. And these guys are jam-packed with 11 to 12 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar, which is incredible. My daughter also loves them, but she's more on the lines of the peanut butter. She loves these ones and also the cereal, because we know the cereal is jam-packed with 13 to 14 grams of protein and only 4 to 5 grams of net carbs. If you guys want $5 off your order, make sure you go to magicspoon.com/hopper, or you just shop at Walmart, Target, Costco, and you pick some of these guys up. You will not be disappointed. There is a QR code right here as well if you want to do the cool little cell phone thing. After the S-turns, there was this gnarly set of rollers that these guys were hitting basically 5th gear pinned, and you had Cameron on the outside emphasizing the wheelie over the first one beautifully. And we'll watch Jett go through them because he honestly went through them the fastest, and he's on the inside here of Sexton. But watch what he does. He's going to go double, triple, double, then triple. And then after that, this was the most epic line of the evening, was these sand rollers, because it was such a one-line deal. But watch what Jett does. He goes outside in, checks this rut perfectly, holds on to him, boom, turns it into a lip, and goes outside in. He created that line to double. Then on this third double, wheelies over it, boom, and then he's able to almost jump out of it. That was the fastest line was these two sections, and that was ultimately what ended up making him get the pass on Tomac, was this roller and then getting into these sand rollers here, where if he didn't already make the pass, he would have never been able to make the pass in the sand because it's just so one line. But we'll watch Deegan, right? Here's Deegan, and what he does in the sand is he's going to roll, just wheeling into the face of all of them. Very hard on the body, still quick, but a little bit slower and quite a bit more energy being used there. And as we are winding down and we have the motorcycles WFO, make sure you do the same to the subscribe and like button. Helps out the channel quite a bit, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Watch Deegan as he's going through this other sand section, and he basically lands and he is trail braking to slow down. Just briefly moves his right foot from the foot peg onto that rear brake to slow him down just enough so that he can just huck into this rut and basically turn it into one of those acceleration arrows on Mario Kart. Just run in and out. Wow. Okay, we just got to watch that at real speed, but notice his foot. And here is Tomac on the roughest, deepest, most bumpiest rut of the evening. And you can see, as I said before, they've got these tinted goggles because they're just looking straight into the sun. But he is not going to take his inside foot off as he goes through this chatter stuff, because with Supercross suspension, it's incredibly, it's like a jackhammer. But watch, he moved his foot back. Okay, so he's shifting down, but notice him as he moves that foot back so that he is now on his toes, so that he doesn't have to worry about that foot peg folding and crushing his feet, because he's actually on his toes there. But look, he did not stick his leg out. Okay, and you have Jett, who was already sticking his leg out, not from the exit, but from the entrance. Here, and watch Tomac, boom, shifts down, leans that foot back, keeps feet on the pegs, and then Jett is just a little bit slower by having to stick that leg out versus what Tomac was doing. But hey, this is Johnny Hopper. Till next time, keep it WFO. Bra-da-da-da-da-da.